Within Studio Pro, we have a variety of different ways that we can go about adding effects to our tracks, dragging the effect from the browser to the track that we'd like to apply it to, within the inspector, or from within the mix console, and also by using the new channel overview. But if you've got a group of effects that you use on a regular basis, you can assign shortcut keys to perform this action, which can save you even more time. So let's take a look at how we can go about setting that up. Let's come up to our toolbar at the top, and we're going to click on this guy here to open up our macro panel. And on the left hand side we have this gear icon, so I'm going to click once on that, and you can see that down at the bottom we have our macro organizer. So we'll click on that. We now have our floating window, and we want to create a new macro that's going to add a particular effect to a track or channel using shortcut keys. So let's click on the new button on the right hand side. We'll come over to our command section here, and we need to find the particular command that we would like to make use of. So I'm going to type in add insert to selected channel. Okay, we can see that here. I'll now just double click on that. We can see it populates over on the right hand side. Let's clear our search, and the next one that we want is Show Channel Editor. Let's again double click to populate that on the right hand side. We'll then come to our first command and double click on that. Now we can actually tell it to load an effects chain, but in this instance we're just doing a particular effect device. So we'll select device, come to where it says splitter, let's click on that, and then I'm going to type in reverb and down arrow to the room reverb. This is included with Studio Pro, so we'll press enter while that's highlighted, click on OK. We'll then come to our second command and double click on it as well, and we do need to put a 1 in this field here. So this 1 is just going to say yes, we do want the device to show after it's been added. So we'll click on OK, and let's go ahead and give this a title. I'll just give this a generic name like add room reverb, and I'm going to tab down to the group, and I'm just going to call this Quanta. If you give a particular name in the group section, it's going to help you to find the macros that you've added yourself. You can also include a description if you'd like. I'm going to skip that, and then we'll just click on OK. So now we need to perform a search for that macro that we just added, and I can do Quanta, and that's going to bring up everything that I've labeled with the group Quanta, or I could have searched for add room reverb. But you can see how adding a group name can be helpful for helping you to find all of the ones that you've added yourself. So let's go ahead and click once to select that macro, and we're going to come to the shortcut button. Now, because we had that new macro selected here in blue, you can see it below our floating window here, it automatically has it highlighted here within our keyboard shortcuts. So while this is highlighted, I'm going to go ahead and enter in my shortcut key that I'd like to use. Now, many of the shortcuts are taken. You can always reassign those to something new that you create, but the control and number keys are generally open. So while this is highlighted, I'm going to do control and 5, and we can see that that's populated here. So now I'm going to click on assign. Let's apply and OK. We'll get out of our macro organizer, and now I'm going to press T to add a audio track. Let's just press enter, zoom in a bit. Now this is the only track in here and it's highlighted, so I'm going to press Control and 5, and then we can see that the room reverb is now presented to us in the floating window. If I open up the inspector, you can see that that's been added here, as well as within our mix console here. So I hope this has been helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. Also, I do provide one-on-one web training over Zoom, so if you're interested in speeding up your learning curve for Studio Pro or Studio One, definitely check out the pinned comment below or the description area of this video. Otherwise, I hope to see you in the next tutorial.